The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. So it's down to business here. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Bruno Fernandes has impressed me a lot. I mean, a few years ago, he was the highest scoring midfielder in Europe with 33 goals in all comps. And we aren't even talking about his assists. His record of direct goal involvement is quite phenomenal.
Yes, getting the best out of him will count for so much. Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Oh, and they're quick to press here, right on top of them. Bernardo Silva. Bruno Fernandes just eases him off the ball. Mbappe.
Yeah, the crowd have tried to spark some excitement, but to no avail. This needs something explosive.
Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal. And it had to be.
What a letdown when you've got such presence and movement.
Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Koundé.
Paris Saint-Germain really have found that they're getting more space out wide, and I can see now there's a lot of activity developing in that area, Peter.
Yeah, it's busy in there, isn't it?
Yeah, the wide players are doing their stuff and are grabbing the attention right now.
Nicely weighted ball. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Van Dijk. Mbappe. They get a throw in. Van Dijk. And that's really well manoeuvred. It's a promising position. And he's cut it out. Eder Militao gets rid without sophistication. Neither side giving way. It has been tight. Well, that's an excellent interception. Well read, and the danger is averted. Van de Ven. And it's Bruno Fernandes. Robertson. That's a throw. Bruno Fernandes. Tries to pass it through. And the first 45 minutes are up. So we go in at half-time with both defences still yet to be breached. They rather cancelled each other out in the first period. Let us see what the second half brings. So your views on the first half?
Well, it's been nothing but frustration, really, Peter. I think the team as a whole has to take more risks, but they really need to up their quality too.
So, no breakthrough from either side, 0-0 after 45 minutes of action. So we're just settling back into this second half.
Milan really can count themselves lucky not to be behind at half-time. Couldn't really work out what they were trying to do, actually. Letting themselves get dominated like that, it's very confusing.
Robertson. Milan come out this half somewhat altered.
Well, I'm assuming that this is going to end up as a tactical change, Peter.
Paris Saint-Germain appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
And he's there to get it away. Milan have it back and can go again. Bernardo Silva is the team's great visionary. Well, that's been cut out, well played.
How many interceptions have we seen now? Someone's got to up the quality and set an example.
Well, it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Very few chances to talk of, Jim. Defence is, it seems, on top here.
Yes, 0-0 and little promise of a goal due to the shot-shy nature of this contest, but I'm not giving up on it. There's plenty energy on the pitch, not to give up hope just yet.
Koundé. Just about up to 75 minutes. And it's Bernardo Silva. Yamal. Cross needs to be...
A header!
Smashing delivery, just didn't do enough with it.
Yeah, it's very well timed. A delivery like that with the right amount of pace and whip can be a nightmare to defend against.
So now we're going to get those changes we have been expecting.
Well, you have to feel a little for the player being taken off here. I think he's been made the scapegoat after that, but I guess something had to be done. I suppose it did need a little change.
Not the most convincing of passes. Bernardo Silva. Oh, that's a key interception. Played into the middle. Cleared without complication. That's the throw. And here's Bernardo Silva.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
Oh, super ball!
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Bernardo Silva. Chouameni out to the right. Not too much to add on here, just a minute. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Bernardo Silva delivers. And that will be it. So we finish as we started. Try as they might, neither was able to break through. How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
Well, neither side could get over the line here.
So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. There's the whistle.
Peter, we're about to see how good Lilian Thuram is. Besides being physically imposing and quick, he's very intelligent and usually that crucial split second ahead of everybody else.
Yeah, fabulous reader of the game.
And pretty much got it all.
Seedorf. Manchester United looking to pass their way through. Van Dijk did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Good ball, good take. Rijkaard. Raul. And that pass just didn't quite work. Gerrard. Cafu. Oh, easy pickings there. Jorginho. And it's Owen. And that's been intercepted. Gerrard. First quarter of an hour gone. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it. Yeah, the crowd have tried to spark some excitement, but to no avail. This needs something explosive.
Oh, that's fabulous. Danger averted for now. Owen. Oh, that is shot, surely! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Milan with the corner, there first. He rises! Goal! Milan! And Milan have the lead. Great corner, and he did the rest.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
Milan have fired themselves in front.
Well, I guess this ought to make things interesting, Peter. No doubt the opposition will now be forced to play a more open and riskier game.
No way through. Batistuta. Gerrard. Searching pass he's played there.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this. A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
That has been cut short. And it's Messi. Great vision. And he welcomes it in. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Vieira. Messi.
Milan can certainly afford to see this half out now and reset during the break.
Vieira. And here's Batistuta. Gerrard. Gerrard cuts a frustrated figure right now. He just cannot get away.
They're just trying to negate his influence, and it looks like whatever it takes.
Nicely aimed pass.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Thuram makes the interception. And that is going to be the final action of the first half. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here.
There's plenty of positives to take despite the lead being so small, Peter. I think playing well, good energy, a little more composure up front perhaps. That's not too much to ask.
Milan are 1-0 up at half-time, and it's all to play for. And the game has already resumed here. A solitary goal, that has been the crucial difference. And he's managed to gift it back. Milan do appear to have made a half-time change.
Well, I think it's the perfect time to make a change.
Gerrard. Now try to spin that positively. I certainly can't. Cafu. Manchester United can breathe again. Just.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
Jorginho. Nicely weighted ball. And this is Owen.
Oh, great feat, that.
Face to face with the keeper. And he shoots! And it's in! And this is getting better and better. A moment that needed composure, and he had plenty of it.
Ah, that's just clever. He made the keeper think he was going one way, only to outfox him by going the other. Very nice.
Milan are Gerrard! Same again, same outcome.
Manchester United really can be very happy with the way they're going about things, Peter. They'll want to capitalise on this good spell, though.
Milan have the chance to go the other way. And Noticeable change in the approach to defending here. Much more in your face.
Yeah, and what they've got to realise, Peter, is that they won't get away with excessive force for long, so they're running a...
Decent chance! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Mbappe clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Well, the opening goal did come from a corner. Now then. Defending of the desperate variety. Robertson with a fine tackle. It's run loose here. Plays it across. Milan perhaps contemplating their next change here. Can he finish? Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. And they are cruising away. And that's it. That was always inevitable.
I think the defence really need to wake up here, Peter. They really shouldn't be getting caught out like that.
A case now of complete control. And that has put paid to that. Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
And this is Owen. Well-timed, excellent interception. Manchester United finding their passes. Plays a sharp little ball here. And he's picked it up out wide. Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly.
Milan have really been terrific at snuffing out the threat. Now for something different.
Cannavaro. And it's Snyder. It's a searching pass. Oh, well played. Not too much more here than seeing out time, and time is very nearly seen out. And here's Batistuta. Oh, he's done very well to take that back. Confirmation that there will be 4 minutes stoppage time. Knocks it into space. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. Thuram. And the referee brings it to a close. Milan, just a thrill to witness here. Quick, slick, and such fun. You really would fear for anyone playing up against them right now. Owen claiming the Man of the Match award, and there is very little room for argument. How would you summarise what we've... Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Well, Peter, this team has a great engine room in the shape of this guy, Tchouaméni. The Frenchman being a robust, relentless pressing machine who also excels in ball retention and recycling. I noticed he's surprisingly good at progressing play when on the ball too. Keep watching him.
Yeah, I'd have picked him too. No doubt the fans feel much the same way. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Great vision. Now it's Villa. Played out to the right. He is through here. Cafu. There's the shot! And another try! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
Owen really reacted very quickly there, but couldn't quite find the finish he needed.
Messi. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Neither side yet able to force a breakthrough here. And it's Kukçu. Van Dijk.
Milan really do like their passes from deep, Peter.
Making good use of that quarterback position, aren't they?
Yeah, but this is a system that can only work if you have the players who are willing to run at and beyond the defence. Let's see if these forwards are up for it now.
Oh, good spread. Aimed beyond the defence. Great ball, and he's in here. Oh, that's shapes to shoot. It's loose, and there's a race for the ball, and the keeper couldn't hold it. That's really well cleared. Jorginho. Now it's Villa, and this is Owen. That's good play. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. No, he's not getting past him there. Oh, that's a foul, and the whistle's gone. And he is going into that little black book. Schneider with a real chance here.
Well, it's quite simple. They have the best man for the job on it.
Schneider! That's a fine save.
Well, I thought his starting position was good, and that helped the keeper to judge the flight of the ball and deal with it well.
That is good alertness. Raul. Half-time getting close now. David Villa. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Raul. And here's Owen. There's the whistle for half-time. A decent enough half, but neither side able to get on the score sheet. Time for some fresh ideas in the second period, perhaps. So they head in no further forward. The score here, still 0-0.
Substitution for Milan, number 18, David Villa. Coming on the field.
Whistle goes, and we start the second half.
Milan clearly have been the better side here. So if I was to say anything to them, it would be just keep going. If it's not broken, don't try to fix it.
Milan come out of the tunnel having undergone a change at half-time.
Well, I think it's the perfect time to make a change.
In towards the back stick. Bergomi clears it away. And it's Fernando Torres. Oh, what has happened here? And he's heaved it away. Schneider. Well, we're still waiting for a goal to report here. And here's Owen. Schneider. Well, they've got it again. And that's put paid to a promising move. And here's Owen. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And still, we await the first breakthrough. Owen. Cafu. Oh, he's been caught. Great chance! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Owen is offering a wry smile there.
And we have our very first corner. Terrific header! He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. Raul plays it in. And it's safely in the keeper's hands. Milan perhaps contemplating their next change here. Owen, and he shoots! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Now it's Villa, now it's Schneider. Oh, that's fabulous. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
And it's Kukçu. And here's Messi. Well read, and the danger is averted.
It's the sort of situation they'll want to capitalise on now. They've been denied a chance to develop any rhythm in the passing department.
Just 5 minutes left. Played back in.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
There's the shot! And the whistle goes, so nearly a telling finale, but it ends 0-0. Frustration, exasperation, vexation, certainly from an attacking perspective. Neither side able to make an impression despite all the huff and puff. Your reflections then, Jim?
Yeah, this looked the most likely outcome, but we've had a good variety in this game, despite it being anticlimactic.
So many thanks to Jim Beglin. That's all we have time for. Good evening to you. The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. And that gets things running. Owen reaching his double century today, well on his way to becoming a part of the furniture in this part of the footballing world.
Yeah, he's the mainstay in this team, Peter, and his value can never be underestimated. One of the first names on the team sheet, a priceless asset.
Cafu gets good distance on it. Neymar going face-to-face with his great rival. Now there's a fine ball. Shot a goal! And he's done it!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate. On heels rather than toes.
A moment that needed composure, and he had plenty of it.
Ah, that's just clever. He made the keeper think he was going one way, only to outfox him by going the other. Very nice.
Milan finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Spread out to the left. He's shifting through the gears here. Cafu. Now it's Mbappe. Looking for the run, and he's well positioned here. Oh, he's brought him down, and it is a penalty. And that is a huge moment in the context of the game. He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card.
Well, I think the alternative was to stand there and do nothing while he tried to score, and obviously he's not going to allow that, Peter, is he?
Milan on the spot for parity. Golden opportunity wasted.
It really wasn't a confident penalty, Peter. It was almost like he was trying too hard to second-guess what the keeper was trying to do.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Mbappe receives it in a good position here. Oh, he'd have done well to reach that. Rijkaard. Now it's Mbappe. Mbappe is offering some sort of an apology there.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Now it's Mbappe. Henderson cuts it out. And it's Del Piero. He's going for goal! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Cafu. Milan disappointing in the end there. They lack urgency. And he was quick to react. Raul will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Henderson clears. Owen. Played back into the centre. Great skill, that's nice. Nicked it back promptly.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Cafu. Into stoppage time, very little left on it.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Oh, delightful ball. And this is Owen. Can he finish? He has done it! And on this day, when he celebrates his 200th appearance, a memorable moment. No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Yeah, he won the jostle, and it was a very good finish, and I think he'll go away feeling pretty good.
And it's half-time here. Well, the glass is either half full or half empty. Neither side yet truly to impose themselves, and it's level pegging at half-time. Some first-half thoughts?
Well, I don't think either side will have too much to complain about or worry about, Peter. 1-1 is a fair reflection of the game so far, so it'll be fascinating to see how both teams go about trying to establish a little more control in this second half.
Well, it's been intriguing stuff so far, and it's 1-1 at the break. Both teams hoping for a pick-me-up in the second half. And we are already promptly back underway. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Engages and forces him off the ball. And this is Owen. Baresi does well to get it back. Cafu. Pele. Owen. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. And he's there to get it away. This looks promising. Big chance! Goal!
Dependability is one thing, and he brings that to his game, but that sort of dynamism is another attribute he's blessed with, and it's revealed on a regular basis too. Superb.
That really is quite fabulous, all his own doing.
Well, from the moment he got involved, he looked as if he'd go all the way. Terrific.
Milan go into the lead.
Well, they've done the hard part now, Peter. Can they cling on, or even better, can they get another?
Van Dijk did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. And no, he's seen through all of that. That's a lovely, neat pass. Messi might just make this. It's a pretty loose pass. Played into space. Well, that has not gone well.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Del Piero really struggling to influence the game.
He needs a minder, and one of his teammates should be picking up on that, and quickly.
Well, we expected better, and so did he. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Oh, that's fabulous. Tries a shot! He's got a goal! And surely now, the result beyond doubt. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
2 goals on the day, and he may not yet be done. Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
Yeah, I can't think of a better time, Peter, to get that 2-goal cushion. That, for me, should be decisive.
Owen. Now it's Pele. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Aimed beyond the defence. And this is Forlan. And it's Del Piero. Oh, he's defended very well against those tricky feet. Del Piero has found the net here, of course. Now it's Owen. And the pass is intercepted.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
And that is that. They are pumped. Boy, they're pumped. A tough win earned through the power of will. And this place is bouncing. Raul picking up the Man of the Match award, and no surprise there. So there it is. What struck you most about that?
That is a superb win. This is one of those games where the result justifies whatever means. Just look at the players celebrating with the fans. Everyone pumped. Takes me back.
So thank you very much, Jim, for joining me. That brings us to the end of our coverage. So from us both, a very good evening. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up, and we'll be getting underway very soon. So we're up and running. Now, Franco Baresi, still to this day, the ultimate benchmark for anyone of a defensive mindset, Jim.
Well, I'd be hard-pressed to name anybody who got close when it comes to reading the game as well as him. He leads by example, always timing his challenges to perfection and knowing instinctively when to bring the ball out of defence. It's almost like having a defender and a playmaker combined.
Oh, he's played it in low. Oh, easy pickings there. And that has been clubbed away. Now it's Raul. Now it's Mbappe. And this is Torres. Now try to spin that positively. I certainly can't.
Yeah, the crowd have tried to spark some excitement, but to no avail. This needs something explosive.
Mbappe. Great vision. Now it's Mbappe. And this is Torres. Oh, what's he giving here? The referee's decided that he was fouled outside the box, and it is just a free kick. He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card.
Well, I think the alternative was to stand there and do nothing while he tried to score, and obviously he's not going to allow that, Peter, is he?
Gerrard! Oh, lots on that one, but he couldn't find the target. Ambitious ball here, and he's intervened well there. Looking to play him in. Cannavaro cuts it out. Bergomi. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Cafu. Milan looking to pass their way through. Now that looks a decent ball.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Well, the counter-attack will come to nothing because that is an errant touch.
Pity that, because it had a decent chance of progressing.
A poorly directed kick from the keeper, he's given it away. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Raul. Cannavaro deals with that comfortably. Bellingham. Well, a goal here would be the ultimate pick-me-up just before the break.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
And that's put paid to a promising move. Plays a sharp little ball here. And here's the chance to counter. Rijkaard calmly and it's half-time here. A decent enough half, but neither side able to get on the score sheet. Time for some fresh ideas in the second period, perhaps. How would you review the first half?
Well, it's been nothing but frustration, really, Peter. I think the team as a whole has to take more risks, but they really need to up their quality too.
So they head in no further forward. The score here, still 0-0. And that's the start of another 45 minutes. So neither side has yet broken through. Jorginho is always scanning the pitch for targets. Oh, that's fabulous. In towards the back stick. And he can clear it away. Milan do appear to have made a half-time change.
Well, I think this is probably a good time, Peter, to make ambitious change.
He won't be happy with that one. Gerrard, a probing pass. And he's made sure that's not getting through. And the counter-attack is on for Milan. Now it's Raul. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal.
Very little to report from an attacking perspective. Jim, it's a cagey old game.
Yeah, I think it's a scoreline in keeping with what we've seen up to this.
It's Pele! It's bounced back off the post. And that was very necessary. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Raul. And this is Torres. Milan are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise. And this is Owen. That's going to go a long way. Milan with the corner, they're first. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. And now a sudden chance to counter. And he's picked out the run. He's picked his way through. And here's Bellingham! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Bellingham clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
Now it's Owen. He is through here.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
There will be a throw-in. And that's definitely not his best. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. 5 minutes left on the clock. Rijkaard. Another pass just keeps it ticking over.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
There will be 1 minute
Cafu.
added time.
Chance here to counter. Pele is onto this. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Frustration, exasperation, vexation, certainly from an attacking perspective. Neither side able to make an impression. Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. And that gets things running. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
I'd say Petr Cech. I'm trying to come up with a flaw in his game, and I can't. Dependable and strong in every aspect of a goalkeeper's job, and he breeds confidence for his defence.
He would be the obvious choice, wouldn't he? He certainly has all the right qualities. Jorginho. Neymar. And it's Pedri. Cafu. Jorginho. Cafu. Owen. And it's De Bruyne. No, it's come to nothing. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Well, the boss won't be happy about that at all. They were pedestrian in possession and carried almost no threat at all. Well, here's a man adored by many, even deified by some. And they're back on the ball again. Pedri! It's a loose ball. That's a sharp pass. Now it's Villa. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Khan claims comfortably. Milan are still to register a shot on target. As a matter of fact, a shot of any type. Bergomi does well to get it back. Jorginho. Owen. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Long ball, looking to counter. Looking to play him in. He's in space and looking for options. He is just caressing the ball. And he shoots! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Looking for a runner. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
And it's Bale. Still looking for the first breakthrough, and it is nearly half-time now. Cannavaro demonstrating his defensive quality there. It's Luis Suarez! Cafu. And it's Owen. And Jorginho. And they're not going to make any further progress now. And we hit half-time. So we go in at half-time with both defences still yet to be breached. They rather cancelled each other out in the first period. Let us see what the second half brings. Any opinion you'd like to express on the first half?
Well, simply put, Peter, they haven't been good enough to trouble the opposition. They need to play with more courage in the second half and a lot more intent.
Well, after 45 minutes, it is still goalless. A change, perhaps, after half-time.
Substitutions taking place.
And the action is back on the way.
Milan really can count themselves lucky not to be behind at half-time. Couldn't really work out what they were trying to do, actually. Letting themselves get dominated like that, it's very confusing.
Cafu.
You have to expect that from everyone now.
Milan come out of the tunnel having undergone a change at half-time.
Well, I'm assuming that this is going to end up as a tactical change, Peter.
Can he get on the end of this? Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. And it's Pedri. Darren Fletcher. Well, we're still waiting for a goal to report here. And here's Messi. And this is Luis Suarez. Luis Suarez! Oh, just fizzes past the post.
He's not happy, and you'd expect that, but at least there's plenty of appreciation for what was a genuinely fine effort.
Oh no, that was never going to make it. Neymar. Well into the second half, and still there's nothing between them. Looking for options for movement. Messi.
Substitution on the field. Number 9, Suarez. Number 8, Pedri. Number 6,
Milan are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise.
Number 23, Eto'o. Number 4,
And this is Eto'o.
Number 24, McAllister.
Raul.
Substitution.
Tries to pass it through. Pele gets into some space. Oh, that's nice. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball.
Milan really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win this, it'll be fully deserved.
And he's intervened well there. Messi. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Now it's Bale. Bellingham. And he's chosen to go back.
Well, they've got one eye on the clock, but the balancing act is very fine at this stage. Go for it, and it could backfire. Sit back, and it may be at a price.
Bellingham in the hunt and looking threatening. Neymar. McAllister. And it's Bellingham. Caught offside that time.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Two added minutes has been indicated.
And it's Messi. Now it's Eto'o. And he's lost his man here. Chance! Oh, it's in! Save the best for last! That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
I'm not making any apologies, but I was willing him to supply the finish.
And the referee brings it to a close. Quite a game, and one that was always on a knife edge until the very final whistle. No shortage of endeavour, effort, at times... Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. So we're up and running. According to what we've been told, this is how it looks. It's a 4-3-3.
Yes, and the importance of this formation is not to allow the...
There's the shot! He's delivered all right!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Oh, that was beautifully done. They were ready to pounce, and they were clinical when the opportunity presented itself.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Jorginho. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. It's a really well-measured ball. It's a goal kick. Jorginho. Cafu.
That's good play from him.
And he welcomes it in. And that interception was most necessary. Strong running down that left flank. That's a lovely, neat pass. And he skips past his man. Oh, good-looking ball. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. And it's Kukçu. And that's a dangerous ball. And he's straight offside. Milan are enjoying a good spell right now and leading.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Czech claims it without any fuss. Cafu. Nicely shaped ball. Cannavaro promptly onto that, and that is that. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Great vision. Messi takes a shot! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Messi clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
And we have our very first corner. Cannavaro with the clearance. And now they can spring out of defence. There will be a throw-in. Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion.
Against Milan.
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. So that's got things underway. Jim, how are you reading the formation?
Well, one of the attacking advantages in this setup, Peter, is the impact that can be made between fullbacks and the attacking wide players. These combinations, when worked well, can be a real handful for any opposition, and we're likely to witness that again. You often see the wide man drift inside to allow the fullback to make the run out wide, and it can just throw the opposition off kilter.
Rodri gets his final warning.
He just needs to find the control button on his aggression before the ref does it for him, Peter.
What a start. Free kick in a dangerous position in the opening minutes. Oh, that's disappointing. Now, who's going to be first to this? Cannavaro did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. De Jong. And he's been shifted off it. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Now it's Schneider. Oh, well played.
Well, the greatest goal threat down below us, Peter, is Michael Owen.
Forever the boy wonder. Burst onto the world scene, of course, in such sensational style and left us with that unforgettable impression.
Yeah, and he'll forever be remembered for that, Peter, but his catch-me-if-you-can style of finishing and one-on-one duels with keepers, it became the norm.
Absolutely so, and I guess we're all expecting him to notch a goal or two here. Koundé. Can he get on the end of this? Koundé could try cutting inside here. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Owen. Cannavaro gets rid without sophistication. And it's Jorginho. So we're still where we started right now. That pass has been well intercepted. Cannavaro. Picked out brilliantly. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Looking for options for movement. And he's there to retrieve it. Quality ball. Now it's Rooney. And this is Owen. Koundé. Showing good feet. Good ball. Shapes to shoot! Goal! Manchester United! They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Well, let that be a lesson to them, Peter. They have to stay focused at all times. Any lapse in concentration, voila.
So we have the first goal.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
Out of play for a throw.
Two added minutes has been indicated.
No, that's been intercepted. And we've reached half-time. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break.
It's a dressing room that needs rousing at half-time because, in truth, they've not really been at it so far. If the pep talk works, we may see a very different side second half. We need to.
Substitution for Manchester United, number 20.
So off we go once more.
Coming on the field.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Milan come out of the tunnel having undergone a change at half-time.
Well, I'm assuming that this is going to end up as a tactical change, Peter.
Now, who's going to be first to this?
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Jorginho is the team's great visionary. Manchester United trying to orchestrate a breakaway here by the looks of it.
Well, I would say that this is probably the easiest way to play the game because you try and absorb...
It's Rooney!
What an absolute shame. The composure and imagination to set himself free. He should be locked up after that.
David Villa. He's shifting through the gears here.
Villa really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives a little sooner, and just maybe there he overdid it slightly and should have released it because the support was arriving quickly.
And he's there to get it away.
Milan really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
Tries a shot! They've scored! AC Milan are all square. That is so good, such sharp skills and such a delicious finish.
Yeah, he gets top marks for that finish. I honestly thought his odds weren't that good.
Substitutions taking place.
Final checks on the touchline, a change about to occur. That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing.
Milan are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise. Well, they're looking at the referee, but he's waved play on. Raul. Oh, this is a very good run. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
He's in a great position here. And he's cut it out. Nicely shaped ball. Bergomi gets over and intercepts. Pele under intense pressure.
Yeah, and what they've got to realise, Peter, is that they won't get away with excessive force for long, so they're running a fine line now. Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
And here's Owen. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped. I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
And here's Owen. And he's opted for the long pass. And he's had it nicked away. And that will be it. So it does end all square. Inspiration, perspiration, both on show in equal measure. Just not enough on either side to find a winner. Pele picking up the Man of the Match award, and no surprise there. So, Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?
Yeah, this looked the most likely outcome, but we've had a good variety in this game, despite it being anticlimactic.
So, just time for me to say thanks to Jim for his wisdom, and to wish you all a very good evening. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. There's the whistle.
Well, as box office names go, Peter, David Beckham is right up there.
Yeah, he gets the turnstiles clicking, that's for sure, but footballing qualities?
Well, I think any defence is going to be nervous because of the sheer quality he can produce.
Especially over a dead ball.
Yeah, not just that, I think in open play he can deliver for fun too.
And here's Mbappe. Quality ball. Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Van Dijk. Jordan Henderson. Rijkaard does really well to win the ball there. And it's Owen. Owen going face-to-face with his great rival. Played out to the right. They're back in possession and ready to go again. This is good pressing, they're not short on bodies.
Yeah, I've had a quick review of what we've seen so far, and I can confirm we're in a shot-free zone.
That's a good ball. Chance! Goal! Milan! And Milan have the lead. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, I admire players who do that because they just don't give up on anything.
23 minutes is number 21, Michael Owen.
So the first moment of real significance.
Well, I'd remind those players, Peter, that concentration will be key for a while now, as you don't want to hand the momentum straight back to your opposition.
And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. Nicely spread. Oh, that's a key interception. Batistuta. Mbappe. Out to the right. 15 minutes till half-time. Now it's Batistuta.
Milan really do like their passes from deep, Peter.
Making good use of that quarterback position, aren't they?
Yeah, but this is a system that can only work if you have the players who are willing to run at and beyond the defence. Let's see if these forwards are up for it now.
Beckham! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
And we have our very first corner. Tries to get it clear. And the volley. And for sure, that was not one of his best.
Well, that always looked a little ambitious for me, but still, at least he had the confidence to take it on.
And it's Messi. Messi proves just a little bit too strong. Henderson did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to... Owen is on his own.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And he's quick to snatch it back. It's a good spell of possession, this. He has a look up. They want to be quick to recover this. And we hit half-time. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here. What do you think we're up to after 45 minutes?
Well, this is when you need your players to step up, Peter. Be brave, see all that courage. They need to have a big start to the second half to give them some momentum, and they're not going to get that if they're being too risk-averse.
Milan happy to have the lead in a tight old game. Half-time, 1-0. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half. Milan carrying a one-goal lead. And he's on a charge.
Might want to be careful there.
There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. He is through here. Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Beckham. Spread out to the left. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. And he cuts out the supply. Marquinhos gets across to intercept that. And that was nowhere near his best. Oh, he's been caught on it here! Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, Peter, if they're attempting to see out the game with such a narrow advantage, there's room for trouble. I just think they're sending out the wrong message. This could backfire.
And he's managed to gift it back. And here's Owen. And that has been slung wide. Mbappe is sporting a guilty look after that.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
It's a pretty loose pass. Oh, important interception. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him.
That appeared to be an inevitable outcome. Too much traffic.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Under an awful lot of pressure. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Messi.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Now it's Batistuta. Mbappe! Still just that single goal and we are nearly done. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Milan clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
And he's managed to get free.
I think we're about to see a frenetic finish.
Shot a goal! It's there! We thought it was over! It's all square once more! Oh, and that will be the final act. Well, nothing to separate the sides in the end, not for the want of desire, drive. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up, and we'll be getting underway very soon. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up. Oh, what has happened here? They've scored! An extraordinary start. Breakthrough in next to no time.
The perfect show of intent. Great purpose, great industry, and great confidence.
Milan are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. Vieira does well to get it back. Cristiano Ronaldo. And he's been shifted off it. Oh, that's fabulous. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Tries a shot! He's scored! And once more, we are all square. You score, we score.
Well, that's so refreshing. They went a goal down, and you never would have guessed it. Their reaction has been emphatic.
It is a good finish. The odds were against him. Little... Mbappe! And yes, it's there! And they get themselves in front! Simplicity itself.
Yeah, it's mystifying that a player of his talent wasn't picked up sooner, and he picked them off instead.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
And claimed it back swiftly. Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. Shot a goal! No mistake! And they're at it again, in double quick time!
Yeah, to see it unfold as succinctly as that, it looks telepathic.
India take a 2-goal lead and are looking good for the win.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
Neymar looks to get on the end of this. And it's Messi. Schneider. And here's Messi. And the pass is intercepted. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Costa Curta does really well to win the ball there. Lovely pass, but can he get there? He's having a go! Good try, very good try, in fact.
Well, that was smashed with venom, violence even. All he had to do was hit the target. It's such a shame.
Owen. Approaching half-time and still behind. Can they make something happen now? And it's Neymar. Mbappe with 2 goals already to his name. Oh, that is asking for trouble. Oh, that's a foul. Free kick's been given. Now, has he got the beating of his marker here? Great vision. Now it's Neymar. He's having a shot!
There will be 3 minutes.
Jorginho.
Time.
Cafu. Can he spark a counter here? Nicely weighted ball. And this is Owen. Real chance! This possibly the last play of the half. And we've reached half-time.
Just a quick announcement. We would like to inform you that CCTV is now in operation for your safety. Substitution.
Here we go again then.
I think it'll be fascinating to see how they're going to change their approach here. They have to go for it and try and pull one back, but they also have to be aware that going 3 down...
Shapes to shoot! He has done it! The second half sparked straight into life. That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
Yeah, and having the thrust to get there is one thing, having the composure to score is another.
Milan get themselves back into contention.
What a difference a half-time rocket from the manager can make. This is exactly the response he'd be looking for.
Cafu. Jorginho. Jorginho showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Out towards the flank. And that's gone loose.
Milan are still behind, but they've increased their level of interest here.
He's found a way through. Raul. Oh, that's nice. And that's played in low. Oh, big chance! Robertson gets it away.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away and eventually you might just get that little break.
This is a really front-footed approach.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. Raul. And he's managed to get free. Raul. And that's been drilled. Oh, he's brought him down, and it is a penalty. And that is a huge moment in the context of the game. Well, that's a booking, always looked it.
Well, they're struggling to cope with a pacey dribble because they've not been at it as a team. I think the collective pressure needs to be better all round.
Milan with this to level it up.
Number 16.
And he scores! Back in business! Not a twitch, not a blink.
Should we have ever doubted him? Cool as you like.
This has become one superb game of football.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
And he's there to make the challenge.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
India looking to pass their way through. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Takes a shot. It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Oh, he's been caught on it here.
Oh, that was one big no-no when you've got a queue formed in the box.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Number 10, Messi. Number 9, Mbappe. Coming on the field, number 11, Griezmann. Number 14, Vinicius Junior.
Couldn't squeeze it through. Now it's Owen.
4 added
That has been
indicated.
cut short. 4 added minutes on the board. He's in a great position here. Now it's Raul. And there's green grass ahead of him. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. And time is up. What a game, a contest of ferocity and marvellous talent from start to finish. Your final thoughts, Jim?
Milan certainly had some good moments, Peter. There were plenty of encouraging spells that more should have been made of.
Today's lottery numbers.